Hey guys, so in this video we're going to add legs to our pegboard toy. Is to do it one way in which we just make the leg part separately, and another way where we make the assembly file. And so I'll show you both and share my screen here with you. All right, so here is my assembly of the pegboard with a round peg and square peg assembled into it. I'm going to start by making a new part for the leg. So new. I'm showing you this way because some of you are making parts this way. If you make a new part by clicking just new, make sure to select a standard part. All right, so here we go. We're going to start the sketch. I'm going to work on the XY plane. And so the leg is made from the same size, general size of board that the pegboard is made from. So we're using those dimensions of 3/4 inch high, 3 inches wide, and 5 3/4 inches deep. Sketch. Oh, my bad. Look at there. I actually finished the sketch by starting a sketch. So I'm going to delete that real quick. Okay, start a sketch. All right, so I'm going to just kind of dimension out the general shape of this, or draw out the general shape, not the dimensions at all. Okay. This dimension here, we want this to be 5 3/4 inch high. We want this dimension here to be, I think 4 inches will work good. Oh, look, something weird just happened here. This dimension, we want to be 1 inch high. It fixed itself, that's good. This dimension, we want to be 0.75 inches. Weird again, but we'll fix it with this here. This is going to be 3/8 of an inch, or half of 0.75 inches. Okay, so that looks like the leg part. We'll finish the sketch, and then we're going to extrude it 3 inches. So 3. Okay, and there's our leg part. So I'm going to save this to the network drive. Leg. So this leg could now be directly assembled into the assembly. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. We're going to take and we're going to place now our leg part, which is stored on the network drive. Now, we don't want this leg part to move at all, so we're going to have to constrain all 3 dimensions of it. So hit the constrain button. I'm going to start by making flush, and this is a new one for everybody, flush this face to this face. And so that just kind of aligns those faces and apply that. To mate this top face here to the lip face. Okay, and before I go on to the next thing, I'm just going to see, we can still move stuff around. So I need to constrain this face to this face. All right, and so there's our leg. It should be attached. If I try to move it around, it's not going anywhere because the board is grounded and it's constrained in all 3 dimensions to the board. Now, if I wanted to, I could actually place my other leg. So I could straight up just place leg 1 again and put it in. It's the same part, and just constrain it to the other side. But I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to show you how to make a part within an assembly. So if you want to challenge yourself to that, you can. Delete that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to actually create a part. And I'm going to call this part leg 2. It's going to ask, what face we want to start drawing this part on, and so I'm going to pick this face here. Okay. And so we are going to start a sketch, and we're going to sketch on this plane. And I'm going to use my line tool to draw the profile of the leg. Oh, here we go. Okay, I still need to dimension it. So this dimension here needs to be 0.75. And I believe we decided that was going to be 3/8 of an inch, which is half of 3/4 of an inch. This dimension here is 3/4 of an inch. We're not concerned about that though. It's not a big deal. This is 1 inch here. This is 4 inches here. I think the rest of it, this should, if I try to dimension this, it's going to say there's an error, so it's over constrained. That means it already knows that 1 plus 0.75 plus 4 is 5.75 inches. So I don't need to do that constraint. And I finish the sketch. And then I extrude it. And I'm going to change the direction of the extrusion. And call it good. And so now we're going to return. Here's my new part, leg 2, but I just drew it within the assembly. So now all I need to do is constrain it. These faces flush with each other. I'll hit apply. And then I'm going to mate this face to this face. And it should still need one more constraint. We've only constrained 2 of the 3 dimensions. So now I'm going to constrain through mating this face to this face. I'm going to save my assembly. And it says, do you want to save Pegboard toy and its dependents? So the dependents are these other parts. And so yes, I want to save all those. Okay, yep. So it's saving it, and now I have my legs on my pegboard.